Okay, check this out. Just came in the mail straight from China with the economy packet. What is it? It's an ESP32, and I know that because I ordered it. But a lot of people have been asking about what kind of ESP32s I use and what brand I use, and the answer is no brand. I get them from eBay, the cheapest ones I can find. And I bought this single one because, let me show you, somebody sent me an offer and said, hey, you want this thing for $4.42? And I did. So I bought this thing, and it just came. So let's open this thing up. So what I want to do today is, of course, we're going to open this thing up and have a look at it, and then I want to show you how I go about finding ESP32s on eBay in a fairly reliable way. I haven't had any problems yet. Okay, nothing in there. There's the little pack. And then what I think we'll do is, I really didn't need this ESP32, and I need to buy some other ones for a project, but I want matched ones. So I think what we'll do is we'll give this away. So we'll load MicroPython on here, and then we'll give this thing away. Does that sound like a plan? So we'll do that at the end, but let's see what we got here. Okay, look at that. Your standard ESP32. See what's on the bottom. Nothing. Okay, now the nice thing is that that actually came all soldered together. Okay, so let me look at it up close. Yeah, the soldering, this actually looks really good. The soldering looks good. It's got it's real clean, and it has two LEDs. Let me see if I can focus this thing real close. Yeah, so everything looks real nice on that. Sometimes the boards have bad soldering, but it's got two LEDs. Big old finger, you can't see a thing. Let me find something pointed. Okay, so right there and right there. So we got some LEDs on there. I don't know what they do, because they're kind of, this is just generic. And then if we can see if I can read the can. So it's the WROOM32. And it doesn't say, but that's an Espressif. That module is made by, oh, I didn't get the focus back. Okay, so that module is actually made by Espressif. Okay, who's the original manufacturer of the ESP32. So what happens is, they're buying these modules from Espressif, and then they're making these dev boards out of them with the USB port and all this stuff on there. So let me show you how I do this on eBay. Okay, the first thing that you want to do before you get on eBay is go to Wikipedia and read about the ESP32 chip. So the chip itself is made by Espressif. And so over here you'll see that that's the chip right there. And then Espressif also makes a module, which is outlined here. That's a module. Okay, and then people are buying these modules and the chips, or the chips, and they are making dev boards out, or development boards out of it, like this. Okay, so this one you see has the Espressif module, not the Espressif chip, but the actual Espressif module on it, and then it's put onto a development board with a USB port, a serial to USB to serial converter, a power regulator. See that there's a voltage regulator. Well, this is not easy to do, but anyway, there's a voltage regulator on it, all the capacitors, some LEDs, things like that. So that's what they're doing. So, but you want to go to the Wikipedia and look down through here and you will see that there's really only two chips. There's this chip right here, which was one of the initial release ones, and then they've gone over to this chip on a lot of them. And then there is a newer chip out there, but I haven't seen any modules with that one right there. So you want to make sure the big thing you're looking for, whoops, is this D, ESP32-D, which means the dual processor, or dual core, because there's actually two. There's a single core processor, this one right here. Okay, and we generally don't want that. Okay, and then you can scroll on down and you can see of the modules made by Espressif, this is the common one, the ESP32 WROOM32, and then they went to a 32D, which had an upgraded chip. But any of these are fine. You don't, the Solo, this one right here, that has the single processor, and then some of these others we haven't seen. Now the Rover has a different type of some extra memory using this PS RAM memory, and they're newer and more expensive. So there's those models right there. Then if you go on down, you'll see like the AI Thinker, that you see this advertised a lot, ESP32s, and you'll see that it is the same as the WROOM32. Okay, and you can kind of figure out a few different things because there's a lot of ways that they're advertised on eBay. Okay, so I just go to eBay and put in ESP32 and see what we get, and you just get all sorts of things. So what I usually do over here is I want to just do buy it now, because I just want to know what's for sale right now, and then I'm going to sort lowest to highest. Okay, now there's a couple of things you got to watch out for. These ones that say, you know, start with 92 cents, well, that 92 cents is not for an ESP32. Actually, none of this is ESP32 stuff. But they're selling, they do these multiple packages, you know, so they're gonna 99 cents. Well, that's for an antenna, okay, not for an ESP32. So you got to kind of sift through all that. The other thing to watch out for too is, even if you sort lowest first, this is a sponsored advertise. So $7.95 is not the lowest. This was sponsored, and somebody put it in there. You know, they paid money to get it up in the top of the rankings. Okay, so you know, watch out for that. So anyway, I just go down through here, and I'll just give you a hint that you're not going to get anything for less than $4. So we could probably put in a over $4. All right. So here's an Espressif module. It's not a development board. Here's a development board with a USB cable, so maybe that's what you want. Let me just look down through. Now here's something like the one we just opened up. Alright, here's another one like the one we just opened up. And these prices are good. Okay, so you know, anything around $4.50 to $5 is a pretty good price. Now, once you find what you want, now you may, you know, want other features, and you'd have to put those in there. But the big thing that you want to do, you know, you click on it, you want to look at the pictures, you want to make sure that what they're selling you is the so ESP32s. Okay, that's the equivalent of the WROOM. So you want to make sure that you're getting that. Make sure you're not getting 8266. So sometimes they'll advertise as an ESP32 and they give you an 8266. Okay, so just check those things out. Look at the picture. Make sure that it's getting what you're getting what you think, that it matches with what you saw on Wikipedia. And then the big thing to do is to go over here and check out this seller information. You're looking for a seller with a high number of sales and a high feedback. See, this is a low number of sales and that's not really a good feedback rating. So if we look at this guy that sold me that thing, look how many sales they got. 65,000 sales, and they're at 99.3. Okay, so maybe this is who you want to look for. And this seller's name is Module Me. See that right there? Module ME or Module Me. So you could look for them too and get this. Maybe these things are still on sale. So that's the steps that I use. I start at Wikipedia. I remind myself about all these chips and which ones I need to be looking for, and then I just search. And so for me now, I'm going to look for there's an ESP32, and I want, yeah, there's the one that I want right there. Okay, so oh, I've already put it in my cart. So I'm interested in this one because it has the SD card already attached to it, and it has the SD card and it has a battery, a LiPo battery charger on it, so you can plug it to the USB and it'll charge up your LiPo battery. It also has an Apex type antenna connector on there, so you have to desolder these resistors and change them over, but you can use this Apex connector instead of the onboard antenna. So this is the module that I chose, and to get those extra things though, I had to pay a little extra. And also, see, these things are so cheap, $6, but look at the shipping on that, $4.50. But it turns out that when I only paid $2.40 for shipping all total. So I got 5 of these. I'm getting them for $32. So when you buy in bulk, the shipping goes down and it makes it worth it. If you're just buying a single, then you probably want to do something like this, one of these free economy shippings. And again, it takes about 20 days to get here. Okay, let's get a little bit of space on here because I got junk everywhere. Oh, check this out. This is a development board for a project that I'm working on, you know, like a real job. This is the SAMA 5 system on module from Microchip. So it's actually a little, you know, it's the chip and all the coprocessors and the crystal and all that kind of stuff right on this chip right here. And I'm running embedded Linux on there. And then the rest of this is just the development board. So this is the actual chip that will be used for the final project. So that's good. These are just different operating systems. I mean, they're all Linux, but they're different versions. So it's doing its thing, blinking. Fascinating. Okay, and then I also I'm all jammed up with my little Scara robot drawing thing here. I'm almost got it to a place where I'm ready to go with it. So there's an ESP32 up there. Here's some bridges, H bridges, and it just comes down and runs these 2 stepper motors. And there's a little stepper motor there to lift the pin. You'd probably like to see that thing running, wouldn't you? Right. Okay, so let's set up our module right here and plug this baby in and see if we can get it programmed. Golly, that's tight. There we go. Okay, so we already got one LED. It's a red LED, and it's probably a power indicator. Alright, so that's our first hint that we've got something going on. Alright, so let's go do some programming. Now, if you don't know how to do this, this is probably not the place to learn it, because there's a tutorial. I got a tutorial about how to do this, but we'll just go through it real quickly. So what I'm going to do right now is list my dev folder. I'm on Linux, and I'm going to search it for USB, and I've got these three USB ports. I know that 0 and 1 are, one is the robotic arm, the SCARA arm, and the other is my network monitor. So USB 2 is what I'm looking for. Alright, and then the first thing we want to do is erase the flash. So I'm going to erase the flash on USB 2. Alright, so there it's connecting up, and if you're interested, you know, there's your specs on it. There's your MAC address. Okay, so where, you know, to find it on the internet and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we've gotten through. Now we have erased everything, and it's time to load MicroPython. So I'm going to use okay, so I'm telling it there. So this is just like the instructions on the website or the tutorial. And I am using, though, look at that, this is the latest version, 1.12. Well, it was a week ago. I haven't checked lately. Okay, so here we go. We're going to load it up on there. It's connecting. There it is. It's writing it. Very good. Very good. Do you want to see what's happening on the board? Now let's see. Where would that be? Nothing's happening on the board because you can't see what's going on. Okay, now it's reset and it's loaded. So I think that what I will do is load main, boot, and main, and I'm going to put the blinker program on there so that we can blink that LED and make sure that it is working. Alright, so we'll load. Well, where is that? There it is. Okay, so we're loading it up now. Load, 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 and now it is loaded, and we should be ready to go. So if I use PicoCom and connect to USB 2, now I am ready. Wow, okay. Now, I didn't know, I don't really know, this is just a generic board, okay? But it's really standard in a way because they're all over the place. So I just got onto Google and I searched for ESP32 pinout. I looked at the images, I scrolled down through them, and I found this one, and I said, wow, that really looks exactly like the one I have, and sure enough, it is. So here is at Circuits for You. I guess I'll put that link down there. It tells about this generic board right there, and it says that it's GPIO2 that has the has that LED on. So that red one, like we thought, is just the power on, and GPIO2 is this LED right here. And if we scroll on down, there's a lot of other stuff, pinouts and all that, so that could be handy. Alright, so keep that link. Okay, so let's just, since we're here, let's import Blinker. That's the program we just loaded, and then we'll just do blinker.blink, and it said it was pin 2, so let's just do pin 2, and yes, oh, it's blue. Alright, so there you go, we got a blue and a red LED, and we're good to go. I like this. Can't beat it for $4.52 or whatever it was. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. If you want this ESP32, we're going to give it away to celebrate 4,000 subscribers. So what can you do? Subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. And then, I don't know, what video did I make that has He-Man in it? That's the question. So answer that question. So let me know you're subscribed, answer that question, and then in, I don't know, in a week or so. No, let's say if we get, I don't know, I'll get tired of it. In a week or so, we'll do a random drawing, and we'll figure out who won this thing, and I will send it to you. If you live outside the U.S., I will try to send it to you. I can't guarantee anything. Actually, I can't guarantee anything in the U.S. either, but I will, you know, put it in the post, and so you'll just have to contact me. But anyway, we'll work that out. But all right, well, that'll be fun. So, comment, subscribe, comment, tell me where He-Man is. Yeah, all right, there you go. Bye.